I'm Lilli. I'm from Austria, studying in Vienna political science and psychology. Now in my third year, so about to finish my bachelor studies. I did a voluntary service in Malawi, which is a small country in southeastern Africa. I was working there in a youth center in the sponsorship organization. So we had young people coming to the youth center every day between 8 months and 40 years. And I did my preparation with Jugend an der Welt, which is a member organization of the Bosco YouthNet. It represents the experience, the knowledge, which is there in all the Don Bosco projects and all the young people who are working in the Bosco projects. And so there were 3 meetings where I participated. My first one was a network meeting of the Human Rights and Migration Network of the European Youth Forum. And it was about how youth organizations can contribute to inclusion of young refugees and young migrants. I've also been to the General Assembly where youth organizations from whole Europe are meeting and to gather their view on policy issues, where decisions are made what to focus on in future, especially concerning youth. And I've been at a meeting which was also a seminar about the role of youth organizations for the inclusion of young refugees. The last one was organized by a partnership of the Council of Europe and EU, where researchers, decision makers and young people working or youth workers which come together to share their knowledge, share their experience and maybe find core positions on the topic. Being an educator, not an activist, means you have both feet on the ground, like having the experience working in the youth field, working in a voluntary service, working in Vienna in some youth centers, working in refugee projects, getting this experience and using this experience for getting active on a political level is what this aphorism actually says. Yeah, for Don Bosco himself, it was already very important not to leave anybody behind and to focus especially on those young people who are really in need. So I think especially now at this moment, when in Europe we are talking a lot about refugees and migrants, how to include them into society, it's very important also in youth work to think about what we can do there. From point of DBYN, when we had a seminar in Vienna from the Human Rights and Migration Network, the best practices which emerged there in the Don Bosco projects were presented to other youth organizations. So we see that there's experience and a lot of knowledge. One way we are working on now is to share more best practices, to collect more best practices all over Europe, which can be shared with other youth organizations, and also about how did those initiatives start, what obstacles are there, what challenges are there, and how can they be overcome. So to exchange about the projects, the different initiatives, and to help others also to contribute or to work in this field. I think what is our strength is to focus on the topics we have experience in, which is mainly participation, it's human rights education, human rights, citizenship education, and it's working together with migrants and refugees. So to take this experience and to use it also on a political level. Like working directly in projects, directly working with young people, you face sometimes difficulties, and the reason for it is on a kind of systematic level. And to change that, you need to change sometimes the rules or the law. And the possibilities to change something on a political level is to do advocacy work. Think about your opinion on things, think about your experience, and tell it to others. And don't keep it just for yourself, but tell it to whoever has to make decisions about it or whoever has to do something on this field. Share what you get to know and try to make something out of it.